Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another live commentary. I'm back. I took a few days break because I was sick in my stomach, so I'm better now, mostly. And I'm doing the 2014 action horror comedy Wolfcop. Yeah, this is an underrated movie. It's pretty short. It's about an hour and 19 minutes. So this is a short one. Now you guys can join me in the chat. I'm sorry I'm late. It's just I had things to do. So let's do this. This is also an underrated werewolf movie, just like when I did Wolves a couple of days ago. This one's a little bit more tongue in cheek, but avoid the sequel. Do not watch the sequel. It is terrible. It is not worth your time. The first one is better. Amy Mathesio is hot as all hell. You have Sarah Lind, also gorgeous in the movie as well. Jonathan Cherry. Not to be confused with John Cherry, the director of some of the Ernest movies. At least this movie's nice and short, so after this is done, I don't have to do a podcast tomorrow because I'm going to Comic-Con Saturday, so I'll do a podcast then. Just get some clothes to wear later. These gray socks and this. There we go. That's for later. Here we go. Wolfcop. It's a cool premise, but the sequel should have never happened if they were going to do it like this. I would have rather have a third one and retcon that second one because it was so bad. Lowell Dean, he wrote and directed this movie. There's an eye. It says your eyeballs will never forgive you if you miss this one. Yeah, I know. I saw this movie on cable, I think a couple years ago. The lead guy, he looks like a Canadian Tom Sizemore. Yeah, he does. He's a sheriff of a small town and an alcoholic. Bosoms. Oops. Oh, God. That's gross. They say never drive under the influence. Yeah, that includes cops, too. Hunting Bonanza. Yeah, he's a... Lost Cats. Hey, John, what's up? This movie still holds up 9 years later. Yeah, it's almost 10 years old. And it looks good. And it's not a $200 million budget. See, you don't need a massive budget to be interesting. It's very Canadian, you can tell, because most of the actors are Canadian. Actually, I think all the actors are Canadian. But it's, it's not in French, so. Liquor Donuts. A hobo. he missed his reserve parking. There's Amy Mathesio, gorgeous Canadian actress. It's a small town. Because he came back in the sequel, but it just was too weird, and it missed the point of the first film. He has Jack Daniels in his drawer. She also played a cop in Finn on the Fly. Yummy. I like a woman in uniform that's not gay. You saw there's a dead deer on the wall. Shoot now, pay later. Yeah, I've seen this guy. He was in a Christmas movie I saw. No, it was not Hallmark, Josh. It was on ABC Family. You know, when they used to do Christmas movies, they don't do them anymore because they're not a family channel anymore. Now they pander, so it's freeform now. That's basically like the diet version of Hallmark and Lifetime. Okay, my body sucks up. A pentagram. Yep. No one believed them. See, that's why I do podcasts because I'm not afraid to go out, put myself out there. There's the gorgeous Sarah Lind, one of the most beautiful actresses from Canada I've ever seen with that big nose and that gorgeous red hair. She's delightful. Beautiful actress. She's the right size for me too. Hey, look, Canadian Sean Penn. Yeah, he does. He looks like Sean Penn. It's weird. I shaved and I cut my hair too for Comic Con. Yeah, change is good. We need changes in 2024. Enough of these countries fighting each other for land and all this hate crime and cancellations and these old people that don't know how to run a country. Yeah, they need to be replaced. We need change and fast. If not, more strikes are going to happen. Does this take place in the South? Woodhaven. Is that a real place? Let me see. That there's a Woodhaven in Queens, but what about in the South? South. No, it's in Queens, but in the southern state, no, there's. I guess that they made it up for this story because Woodhaven's actually in uh, New York, and I'm like, this isn't New York. They have like southern accents, I think, even though it's Canada. They filmed it in Canada, and it's a Canadian cast. I'm very happy I'm going to Comic Con in 2 days. Not a rest. Tomorrow I'll just get my stuff ready. All my I'm gonna get my costume ready, my the stuff I'm gonna get autographed, my badge, my money, everything, just everything. Like if I was going on vacation by myself. Mm-hmm. Boober. There it is. And see, you don't have to have a horror movie be 2 hours or 3 hours to get a point across. This is an hour 19 without the end credits. Without the end credits, like 1:15, I think. That's pretty short. I'm happy about that because some movies are just too long now. They don't know when to end. Got him. Yeah, I don't want to know what they did. I would love for Sarah Lynn to be at Comic Con because of how desirable she is. Yeah, I would love that. She could sign my DVD. I'd be like, you are absolutely gorgeous. Mwah. Chef's kiss. I love it. His facial hair. Good makeup effects too. They put a pentagram on his chest, like near his stomach. Good makeup effects again. It's all R rated, so his senses are getting more enhanced. Canadian Pacific. See, they're not even trying to hide that it's in Canada. Look at the puppies like, don't worry, no animals were harmed in this movie. Oh, that's gross. Hmm. Hmm. Not me. I always shave before I go out, especially in public. Because yeah, Sunday I'm getting my ticket for the Marvels. I deserve it. Hmm. So he has holes in his arm. Donuts. Mhm. Needle. Werewolf. Hmm. Breaking news. Woodhaven's news. Yeah, she's the old woman. She did the voice of the doll in Rudolph. She did that in the 60s when she was really young. Yeah, we're about almost 20 minutes in. I'm glad it shows a short film, not something 2.5 hours. Let me see how old she is now. She's a Canadian theater actress. Well, I can tell. 1979, Saskatchewan. Beautiful actress. There's that Sarah Lynn again. Mhm. Mm. August 31st. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, she does. Actually, her hair's dark. It's not really red, but close enough. If this was made this year, this would have been the Howling Seven New Moon Rising, where it had to cheap looking effects and lots of out of place music. Yeah, and also would have had terrible CGI, which this does not. It doesn't. Tooth and Nail Tavern. This is why I don't drink. I don't want to get. I don't want to be wobbly when I meet Catherine in 2 days. And I've been losing weight. My face is getting smaller, which is a good thing. I need to lose weight. I've been eating way too much this year. I got to cut down on food in 2024. Damn. You sexy mommy. What can I say? I love the female body. That is something that, Josh, no matter what you say, I say that I love the female body and I'm proud of it. And at Comic Con, I'm going to prove it to the world that, yeah, John is heterosexual day in and day out. Never question me, never doubt me, never, have second thoughts. No, I'm all heterosexual. The only thing in this world that I get off on is women, living, breathing, legal, you know, nice smelling women. Legal age and legal in this country, just to let you know. I want to kiss that nose, right? Whoops. Howling 7 is the worst horror movie I've ever seen in my life. It beat Creature from the Haunted Sea because it had no excuses. Haunted Sea was a badly made Roger Corman movie in the 50s with no budget at all. Howling 7 was part of a franchise and it went downhill after like 3. That's disgusting. Yeah, there's a lot of vomit in this movie. It's disgusting. But other than some of the bodily functions in the movie, I think the movie is well made. Damn, you're so smart. Ugh. She did some Hallmark movies. Hallmark movies are usually done in Canada or like a southern state that nobody goes to because again, it's cheap. What Hallmark movies have bad CGI in them? Not a lot. They always have gorgeous women. That's why I watch them, and because my mom and my sister like watching them too. Damn, you're so fine. Red. Yep, this is his transformation scene. 23 minutes. That was a prosthetic, yes. A prosthetic schlong, guys. I'm not kidding. That's why this movie's not for kids. You're either with this movie or you're not once you get to this part. It's gruesome. Really, really good makeup effects. It's just as brutal as the one from American Werewolf in London. It's more violent and way more, over the top. This is what Beast should have looked like in Beauty and the Beast 2017, like this, because it's practical. It's none of the CGI motion capture suit that it looks fake. A lot of the times it looks fake. It looked good in Lord of the Rings and Pirates of the Caribbean, etc. But in recent movies, some mocaps look terrible. Look at She-Hulk. Damn, that's a lot of blood. Yep, gotcha. She is so fine. She's 41 years old and still looks like she's 30. Hot AF, man. She didn't do a movie this year. She's in a movie that's in post production called The Island Between Tides. What a firecracker, man. And she was missed in the sequel. It's a mystery drama. Donald Logue's in it. You saw the video camera? Yeah, there's video cameras in this movie. It's not a found footage movie, thankfully, because I don't want the camera shaking every 2 seconds. It's like a Canadian CM Punk. I'll say. His teeth fell out because he had fangs. Eggs, those look good. I haven't had eggs in days. Yeah, he is a weird guy. Those eggs look delicious, though. Back then, canceled means when something was stopped. Now it means somebody is gonna be. You're gonna end their career. No, I'm not going anywhere, guys. I took a break. I took a couple of days break because I needed to rest. I'm back now. Tomorrow, I'm not doing a podcast or a review because I need to rest for. You saw that coffee mug looks like a toilet. That's funny. I don't put weird stuff in my eggs, peppers or anything. No, I like eating eggs, just cooked. Maybe I add some cheese, but that's about it. I don't add like pepper or onions or anything like that. Sarah Lynn got divorced like 3 years ago during the pandemic. I'm like, hey, I'm available. I'll date you in a heartbeat. You sexy mama, you. I know. If this way, see, Josh can't say, "Oh, I didn't do a podcast early." Well, it's not early. It's 1 o'clock where I live. Where he lives is 12:50. Digital camera. There's another picture of Sarah. What's her character name here? Doesn't say. Jessica, yeah. The coroner. Put this arrow down because the podcast is going to be over in about 40 minutes. Yeah, because the movie's short, like 40 some minutes. It's not very long. Yeah, look at the walls, covered in blood, like an anime. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Like certain animes where there's a lot of blood, and I'm like, yep, not everything animated is for children, guys, and not everything with a monster kids can sit and watch because it will ruin them. There's a reason that we don't expose young children to graphic violence when they're like 5. So, like Leatherface, yeah. So he shed his skin. Yeah, they're trying to do like Texas Chainsaw Massacre too. It's not a laughing matter. My skin peels off my fingers sometimes, but it doesn't like come off. I don't know what I would do without this face. Hmm. If you're squeamish, don't watch this because there's going to be there's a lot of bodily fluids all over the place. I was so disappointed in the sequel because I was looking forward to it. I had the same cast too, except for Sarah Lynn. She didn't come back, but it just was a letdown. It was weird and just didn't feel like a sequel to this, or like an asylum version of this movie. There's a Canadian Sean Penn. That's true. Time is money. Yep, they pop his eye out. Again, really good makeup effects. This has about the same kind of level of violence as like a Hobo with a Shotgun, except it doesn't have the downbeat ending. That downbeat ending just sucked. Because I can forgive early 90s CG or late 90s CG because it was not, the technology had not peaked yet. But now there's no excuse. If you have bad CG in your movie and you're not the Asylum, you have no excuses. You can't be $200 million, but you can't have a $200 million budget or more, and then you look like a CGI cartoon that's not called Mario or Wish or any of that, or even Frozen. Those actually look like they have a budget. Even though Wish, I'm like, where did the money go? It does not look like a $200 million budget movie. It looks like half that, and it looks pretty. I'll say that, but I'm not seeing it in the theater. I'm seeing the Marvels. Ugh. The soundtrack is really cool in the movie. Yeah, I'm not into any of that. Pentagrams or any of that. No, the occult, I stay the hell away from that. I do not ever play with forces that I don't. Occult mythology and a lichen, yeah. Oof. No, thank you. Yeah, this is the subject matter of the movie I'm not a fan of. I like when he becomes a wolf and fights and the gore and the story. It's fine, but That aspect, I'm like, I'm not into that. I do not mess with forces I don't understand. I want to be able to sleep at night. I want to be control of my own body. Uh huh. Shapeshifters. That's what they are in Twilight. Humans that could turn into another animal or another person. Good makeup effects. This is still a better movie than The Snowman. That's for sure. He does look like Tom Sizemore. He would be proud. And most of the act this movie had most of the actors are still alive, even in 2023. Hmm. Next year, Hollywood wants to make PG-13 or R-rated horror movies like this. Show some blood and have good makeup effects. Exactly. Stop using jump scares and bad CGI. It's not scary. The nun going, it's not scary. I'm like, oh, you look creepy, yeah, from a distance, but you're not scary. Yeah. I need a break from Facebook. I'm just posting pictures and I'm not going to talk to Josh until Comic Con. I need a break. It's been a long, long year for me. Very long. Yeah, I said that a lot this year. Mm-hmm. Good idea. Here comes a transformation. Yep, here it comes. Much better. There's the face. Good effects. Yeah. Kentucky bourbon. Got to stay hydrated. Liquor donuts. They didn't show it though. I know. Liquor donuts. What more could you ask for? It's not a good combination. Getting drunk and having a sugar high, yeah, that's a bad combination. Ever seen people drink Four Loco? Yeah, that will mess you up, man. I don't need to be drunk and high on sugar. I don't drink, and I haven't had sugar for days, except in a couple of drinks. That's some soft drinks, no alcohol. I don't think you needed a close up of his crotch, but hey, here comes an action scene. The fuzz. I would love somebody to go to Comic Con dress up as this. It's an easy costume to do. The makeup will be really hard, no? Mm-hmm. If somebody cosplays this, I would give them a medal. You saw the store owner is an Asian. He took the door off. Auto body. Hmm. He's fixing the car. Wow, he pimped his ride. W. Look at that. Red lighting, yeah, like in the Batman. Yep. Pissing on their parade. It's like the Wolfman meets Reno 911. These beautiful women. Ooh, you shouldn't call them that. There's a twist in the third act, but I'm not going to say it to those who haven't seen the movie yet. It's almost done. We're about halfway through the film. What is that? Red meth? Yep, not going to do that. That's actually just candy that they're snorting in their nose because, again, they can't use real drugs on the set. It doesn't work that way. A Hollywood set is not a haven for, it shouldn't be a haven for, drug and alcohol abuse. You have too many problems in the industry already. Again, soundtrack is freaking awesome, man. So they're wearing COVID gas masks. That was awesome. Yep, here I come. Stop. You don't have silver bullets. Oh man, he did a Logan. He literally rips this guy's face off. It's very, very graphic. Yeah, it's like Leatherface meets Logan. This is how violent Deadpool 3 is going to be. I guarantee it. It's not going to be a kids movie. Don't let that yellow outfit fool you. It's going to be stained in blood by the end of the film. Missed. That's right. Again, really good makeup effects. And this did not cost $100 million. It's a modest budget, and they did it really well. Just like Wolves. Decapitation. He's an anti-hero because he's killing people without a warrant. But he is a werewolf. Those do kill. Yep, take that. Grab some meth, no thanks. There it is. An explosion. It wasn't me. It was the one arm man. 88%. That's a good line. Mm-hmm. Pigs. Lay low. The guy just murdered a bunch of drunks and criminals, like meth dealers. Oh my God. Josh, if Karen wears something like this, I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna need like 20 minutes to myself. Oh my God. You had it Red Riding Hood and the Wolf? Hell yeah. Do like this movie did. You don't need a $200 million budget for that. Again, yeah. Hmm. That's what I'm gonna do to any incels at Comic Con. Having a budget that's under 200 can make movies profitable. Yeah. Hmm. Just a basket. See, this is what I want. Right, Red Riding Hood 2058 in the future, so it looks like more futuristic. They can have spaceships and all that, yeah, flying cars, but and oh baby, those beautiful bosoms. Yes. Here we go. She also used a body double in some scenes, but I get why. But when you see her kissing him, that's really her. Look at that face. Mm. Beautiful, beautiful woman, you. This is a body double, yeah. Yeah, that's a body double. You don't see her face, but it's a beautiful, beautiful body, no matter whose it is. Women are desirable. Stop acting like they're not, Kathleen Kennedy. The ones that are not are the ones that you've been shoving in our faces the past 8 years or 7 years. No, 8 years since 2015. We're not going to be fooled anymore by your stupidity. Beautiful, beautiful body. Mm. This is the twist now for the third act. See, she drugged him. He should have smelled it first, but now he's out cold. She slipped him a Mickey. And that is a good username, heterosexual guy. Definitely, because you're telling people exactly who you are. A vial. Mm-hmm. That's the twist. It's a good effect. Having a budget that's under 200 million, yeah, and even 300 million. Where does this money go? That's what the movie's trying to make now, just to stay afloat. Because he's the main character. Yep, camera set up, and we're an hour in. See, where the movie's almost over. It goes by really, really quick. You don't feel the running time at all compared to some horror movies now that have to extend themselves. I know. I know, but that's not really a WTF moment. That what happens at the end is, what happens at the end of that session is that you saw his Nicorettes or so she's wearing yellow goggles. Yeah, I never look at a solar eclipse because I want to keep my eyesight. Liquor donuts. Whatever you say, dude. It's a shapeshifter, you saw? You saw those are like Sith Lord knockoffs with cult masks. I have something and not a lot of YouTubers have longevity. Because even through the bad times, I still managed to put my content out there. Look at that guy's face. They weren't laughing so much. Oh, you are. I know the difference. Gotcha. Right in the eye. Just like Ellen Page in Super. And this is ridiculous, yeah, but it's not as over the top as the fourth Troll movie where it becomes a bad cartoon. David Boreanaz is overacting for no reason. I'm glad he's having fun, but the movie wrong movie to have fun in. Shoot him. They're taking his blood. Nope, gotcha. Yep. Didn't see that coming. Did you? Yep, he got loose. That effect looks okay. It doesn't look as good as some of the practical effects, but still better than bad CGI transformations. That hobo was pissing in the woods, a Duck Dynasty knockoff. Here we go, the third act. The shootout. Gotcha. That's awesome. A Wolfcop just shooting with a machine gun. Some of the CGI their flares were CG, but again, low budget guys. Not everything is practical, but it's not a CGI cartoon. I've seen way worse this year. Way worse. Gotcha. That bit his neck, even though that's what vampires do. Bit you right in the leg. This movie just is hardcore. Yeah, it doesn't hold back. Mm-hmm. Decapitation. That was a cool slow-mo shot. Does this tell me Matizio is active at the end? Gotcha. She does kill a couple of people at the end in self-defense. Too bad the sequel sucked because I really enjoyed this one. The only good thing in the sequel is these two actors and the makeup. That's it. Everything. The plot is stupid. Yep, gotcha. And at least unlike Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, the editing is not atrocious in this movie. Yep, sword, and even the camera got blood on it. Drink the booze. Yep, right in the head. That you won't survive. You're not an immortal. They're like aliens. They don't even look like that. In the sequel, it's just stupid. Mm-hmm. What is that? The Dial of Destiny? It looks like it. She got stabbed in the side with a sword and yet lives. Well, hey, if I could buy here, then I could buy it in any film as long as it's not insultingly stupid. Because at the end of Force Awakens, Finn gets his spine cut with a lightsaber, and yet he's fine. The next movie, he's in the hospital, recovers, and nothing. It's never mentioned again. There's no scars or anything. It's stupid. Yeah, I could take this hat off. Yeah, 2 stops. The movie's almost over. There's a song at the end. That was it. An hour and 14 minutes. Two, I know, but two is not worth it. Just see the first one, guys, because I thought two was a step down from this one. And there we go. That was Wolfcop to 2014. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Well, heterosexual guy, you were the only one that showed up. I guess people went to Comic-Con today. Some people are there right now. I'm just happy I was able to see this again. It's been a while. So thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me, like I always say, because it's been 3 days. And I will see you in the next podcast. It won't be for tomorrow. It'll be when I come back from Comic-Con. So hang in there. I'll be on social media so you can see me there. Definitely watch this if you haven't. See you in the next one.